Welcome to Mailbox Power 101. Today is going to be a basics of the system, how to navigate around, how to build a mailing list, and how to pick a design and send it from the design store. And we're going to start with up in the top right-hand corner. Everybody who's watching this video should have an account, and you'll want to go up here to where it says, "Hi, Brenda." And then you're going to click on my profile. And the reason why I want you to do this is because when you have a new account, this will not be filled in. And I want you to click on these pencil icons on your profile photo and your profile logo. And I want you to upload a photo and a logo. We do recommend that they be square images, 600 pixels by 600 pixels to get the best results. Then I want you to scroll down, and I just want you to make sure that everything is spelled correctly, because sometimes we fumble finger when we're setting up the account and it's not right here. So make sure everything's correct, because as you use our image or our merge fields, it will put it exactly how it is right here. So like on phone number, many times you'll see garbly-gook up here. What I mean by that is it's all run together, like right here with trusted phone number. And you want to make sure that it's readable so that when it gets printed on a card, your clients or your prospects can read your phone number. So just scroll through. If everything is correct, then you will go up to the top and hit Save Changes. That is the first step you should do when you have a new account. If you have been a user for a while and you haven't done that, please go do that as soon as we get off this call. Then I'm going to come back up here and I'm going to show you around the rest of the menu up here. So my wallet has $943.57 in it. This is my demo account. I have 200 free greeting cards every single month because I am an executive member. If you are a pro member, it will say 50, and it will tell you when it renews. So it renews on the 5th. Now, the other thing I want to show you, we've already done profile. Order history is right here. This is where you find your order history, and it tells you whether something's been completed or shipped or delivered. And if something was pending, you could cancel the order. So you have about 3 hours after hitting send to be able to hit cancel. And this is where you would find it. The only other thing I want to point out here is under order history by recipient, this button here, you can find what you've sent to an individual. So I'm going to type, if I can type correctly today, I'm going to type Gabriella. And you can see everything I've sent Gabriella. Why do I point this out? We do have an order history by contact under contacts. So if I go to Gabriella's record, I can see what I've sent her, but the only thing I see is an order number and a date, which means I really have no clue what I sent her without clicking on that order number link. So I always come here. This is my favorite place in the system to find out what I've sent people. The only other thing I want to point out, whether you're on the first page or this page, you can download an Excel file that is good to give to yourself, your bookkeeper, your accountant, whoever does your tax records for tax purposes. Last thing under this menu is the wallet. I want to point out the wallet because it's one of the most confusing things for new members. So our wallet is very much like a prepaid debit card, or here in Colorado, we have E470 tolls. And when the money is gone, they reload it automatically with a certain amount, whatever I've set it for. So today, if I wanted to send something for $100, I would still need $56.43. And so if I did that, it would charge me what I needed, the $56.43, if I did the math right. But it would also charge me an additional $10 because I have my wallet set to reload to $10. And then my wallet, this would change to $10 after I made that shipment. So that's how our wallet works. If you want to change the amount of money that you want recharged, you can do that right here, and you can set it all the way up to $1,000. Make sure you check these boxes if you change it. And you must have this enabled in order to do any automations or even be able to view your automations. You have to have your wallet enabled for recharge. So that question comes up. So how do you reach out to corporate? Right here in the bottom right-hand corner, if you are a pro member, even if you're an executive, you can use this chat feature and send a message in. We have a great support staff. The second way is if you are an executive, you can click on this bell right here and schedule a consultation with our team at corporate, our customer support team. The only members that get access to this are executive members. So that is a huge benefit of our executive membership. I have gone over everything right here except sign out. So now I want to go to the home page and let's start navigating around. So now there are two types of people that use Mailbox Power. The first is trying to find qualified leads. They want to grow their business. Their business has kind of gotten to a plateau and they need to break through that ceiling, or they're brand new or fairly new and they need to build their business. The second type of person is going to be somebody who wants to nurture their current database so that they get referrals and repeat business. The first thing I'm going to focus on is finding qualified leads. So I'm going to click on this button right here, and you're going to notice that I have a purple tutorials button in the top right. Almost every page of our website has that purple tutorials button, and it brings up tutorials specifically on what I am trying to do on the website. These are your friend. Take advantage of them. Then I'm going to focus on real estate. Let's find individuals because real estate agents are looking for individuals. Let's go to geography, and I'm going to use my address. You only have to type the street address and the zip. Within 2 miles of my house, there are over 19,000 people. If you did EDDM, that's direct to every mailbox, you would have to send to potentially 19,000 people, or you'd pick a postal route and you'd have to send to everybody. But watch what we can do. So I'm actually going to narrow this down to within 1 mile. So I had somebody, let's say, look at my house. Their offer wasn't accepted. So I know they want to be down here. I know they want to be in this elementary school, and I know they want to be south of Dublin. So I just moved this circle using that red dot wherever I want it. And now I have 8,747. But again, not everybody in that circle is a qualified lead. So how do we find just a qualified lead? I am looking for a buyer. So I'm going to come over here to homeowner/renter. I'm going to look for a homeowner because I've got somebody that didn't qualify for the house. So they want to buy. So we're going to pick homeowners, and we're going to tell the system that we only want people that have been living in their house for 5 years or more. And we want it to be a single family dwelling unit. So now I'm down to 4,200. That's about half. But watch how I can narrow this down even more. I can then come down here and say, well, even if they sell their house, they got to have an income because most likely they got to buy something else. So we're going to put 100,000 or more, and that will change this slightly. Almost half. So 2,300. But then if I come to other here on the left and I scroll all the way to the bottom, notice what I have access to: estimated credit rating. So what if you could find people that own a home, that have lived in the home for 5 or more years, have a 700 credit score, and 100,000 or more in income? Would that be a really good list? I think so. But I don't quite want 1,300. My marketing budget isn't that high. I have people say that. So what I'm going to come do is change this from 1 mile to 0.5 miles. And then again, I'm going to move this up to exactly where I want it. So now I'm in this neighborhood here. And now I'm going to get this way down. And I only have 370. That is an awesome list. So I'm going to type 370 right here in this yellow box because I always want to buy all of the leads. Why? Because if you buy 100 today and you come back next month and you want 100 more and you leave it at 100, you could get the exact same 100. If your budget only allows you to send 100 this month, then you just parse this list down and take the first 100 names or however you want to do that. Once you hit buy list, the list will be in your account within 30 minutes to an hour, and then you can send something. Before I navigate away from this screen, I do want to give you a tip. Always take a screen capture of this screen, whether it be with your phone or a tool on your desktop, because it's the only way you're going to know the demographics you put in for that list. And your list is going to show up as custom mailing list with a number, and you will want to change the name of it. Trust me, the reason why I'm telling you this is I learned the hard way. Rename the mailing list to something that makes sense based on this demographic so that you never forget what that demographic or what that list was. So pretend I've hit buy list and I have that list. They're working on it in the background. What do I do next? So I'm going to come over here to the design catalog on the left-hand side, and then up top, I'm going to type real estate. You can type real estate or realtor, but if you type either one of those, you're going to get searches. And then here are some postcards that are already pre-designed. Thinking of selling your home? Here's one right here. The design license for this is only $2.80. What does that mean? This is another common mistake people make with the system. This is a one-time only charge. You are paying for the license for this design for the designer to have designed this. This is how we pay our designers. After that, you pay whatever it costs based on your membership to send the card or the cards and gifts out in the mail. If I wanted to purchase this, I'd say purchase a design license. I'd say yes and complete payment. Now, if I come down to the bottom, you can see that I can edit. So this one is, they're different in that this is gray and this is red. I want to use the red lettering. So I'm going to hit edit. So find the design you want, purchase it, and then hit edit. And it will take you into our design editor. The design editor is the exact same editor, whether you're doing a coffee mug, a coaster, stick-ups, a card, it doesn't matter. The only time this will change is if it's laser engraved, because on our laser engraved products, we only let you put wording. So you will only have a text feature. What I'm going to do right now is, obviously, that's not my picture. I need to add my picture to this. So I'm going to go up to photo, and I'm going to show you two different things. Imagine you want to change your photo out every once in a while, and so you want it put here. You could use the Mailbox Power image merge fields, and you could take my profile photo, and now that photo that you added when you were doing your profile at the very beginning, whatever is in that would put it here. Most people that I work with don't like that option unless they know they're going to change it out a lot. They actually want to see what it looks like. And the only way to do that is to come right here to, I'm going to choose Facebook. You can do Instagram, Google. So I'm going to do Facebook. And I'm going to go to my profile pictures, and I am going to drag this picture over here. And now I know exactly what it looks like. I know what it's going to look like when it prints. If I needed to move this, I can take the hand in the middle and move that around so that I get it positioned exactly the way I want it. Then I'm going to leave this. See, first name and spouse name. There is always double square brackets on the front end and back end of our merge fields. How do you know the merge fields that are capable in our system? You come up here to these purple buttons again, and you hit what to say. And then you come right here. You can see there's lots of messages that we already have pre-done for you. So you don't have to think, because I like that you don't have to think. I want somebody else to come up with the words for me. But right here under merge fields, look at that. Here is all our merge fields. If I wanted to use first name, I could literally copy and paste when I'm done. So Control C and then paste it in to here, and I would have it exactly the way it needs to be, and I wouldn't have to worry about whether I typed it right. Then I look at everything else. Is everything else the way I want it? Do I offer all of these things, or maybe I need to change these up? If I do, you can change them, as you can see, but I like it the way it is, so I'm going to go to the back. So once you get to the back, you can see everything is set and ready to go. I just want to proofread this and make sure it's the way I want it. It will automatically fill in my name and my last name. It's automatically going to put my phone number, my email, and my website. That again is why I wanted you to make sure that everything was correct under your profile. Your company name, it will fill all of that in for you. So if it's good to go, you just hit add to cart and add to cart. And now here's where you are at the cart. You're going to hit checkout. And now if you have bought a mailing list, and you're going to look for your custom mailing list. I didn't purchase that mailing list, so I'm going to come down here to B&I Tri-Lakes because it's a list I know I have people in. And then I'm going to look over here and make sure that this number is bigger than this number. Because if it is, I can check this box right here in front of name, and then I can hit checkout because it will have selected everybody. Once I hit checkout, it comes to this page. Notice this is where you see your discounts. You will see it come off right here. There will be a discount line. So this is a total of $9 to send this. There is no cost for the printing of the postcards. All I have to do is pay for the stamps. Now that's on an executive membership. This is our medium postcard. If you want to send small postcards, they are also complimentary on the executive membership, and they are complimentary on the pro membership. On the pro membership, there is a cost for the medium postcards. So all I would do is hit place order. And now I've placed that order, and I'm like, that's not the list I wanted to send it to, or I needed to update it. So as you remember at the very beginning, I told you you can get to order history right here. And notice it says processing, and there's a cancel button. I can hit cancel. Do I want to cancel the order? Yes. And now that order will not go. So now I'm going to come back over to the home. I've already shown you the design catalog. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You can search for anything you're looking for in the design catalog. You can filter by free designs only. There are some that are no cost, or by automations, or you can see you can do it by some of our products, and you can narrow it down by categories. If you are a Mailbox Power user and has been for a while and purchased designs previously, everybody asks, where are my purchase designs? They are right here. That's where you will find all of your purchase designs to get to them, to resend them if they are not in your saved projects. So the next thing I want to do is I want to come down here to contacts. And why do I want to jump all of these? Because I said the first person is somebody who wants to prospect for their business. I've shown you that. The second one is somebody who wants to nurture their database. So the very first thing you want to do if you're nurturing your database is get your database into Mailbox Power. So how do you do that? You come up here to the top right-hand corner where it says import, export, and then you say import from Excel. It does need to be an Excel file, and it needs to be an XLSX. Say that 3 times fast. So you can give it a group name. You must give it a group name, and it has to be unique. You can never import into a current group that you have in the system. You always have to create a new one. You're going to choose the file, and then you're going to say upload. Please skip this box. The only time that you are going to use this box is if it is a list of cold leads. In other words, you've gotten a lead list from somewhere and you have no relationship with them. That way they will show up under mailing lists instead of contacts. Contacts to me are relationships. It's somebody that you've talked to, met, had a conversation through Facebook or LinkedIn, and the mailing lists are completely cold leads that you don't know. Now, let's say you don't have an Excel file. You can download an Excel template and then hand jam everything into Excel and then upload it. So that's the second way. The third way is to just create a new contact and step through every one of these screens. At the bottom, you'll have to keep hitting next and then create a new contact on the last page. That's, if you're only doing 1 or 2, that's fine. If you're entering a whole bunch, I recommend the Excel spreadsheet. The other way is right here, the I need your mailbox link to collect addresses. I want you to watch this link for me. Notice it ends in send wow boxes. If I come down to, let's say, my nice to meet you, notice there's now a number at the end. And if I change this to our card a month, birthday, half birthday, notice the number changed. If I right click on this link and copy this link address and share it with somebody in email, text message, Facebook Messenger, LinkedIn, Twitter, however you want to communicate with people, if you send this link, never send it just as a link. I come from the cybersecurity field in the Air Force. We're told never click on links. So always put what I call a wrapper around it, meaning if I was sending my birthday, half birthday, I would put a message something like this. Hi, Gabriella. It was great meeting you today. I love celebrating birthdays and sending surprises in the mail. Would you do me a favor and click on this link and fill out your information so I know where to send those surprises? Who doesn't fill out that link? Everybody asks me, how do you get addresses? I ask, and I tell them why I need it. If you want to customize the page that this goes to, you go to Manage Group and Group Settings, and you can then change your message. There's usually a generic message here. I have already changed it to I love celebrating people's birthdays, and you can change what you're collecting. I never do. I leave everything checked because I've learned if the boxes are there, the majority of people will fill them in, and the more information you have to communicate with people, the better. And then I just hit update settings. And when I click on this, if I've uploaded my picture and I've put a unique message in, when somebody gets this link and clicks on it, they're going to know it came from me. So I'm going to come back over here. Those are all the ways to get people into the system except one. And that's the integrations and API that I'm not really going to talk a lot about today. But if you click here, you can see that we have the API documentation and you can access the API key. And there are some automatically done for you integrations for the most part, easy to step through. If you have a CRM, most likely you can connect it to Mailbox Power and only enter the information once. We are all about saving time and making you more money. So if you're not familiar with the integrations, again, reach out in the chat. So we've done contacts. Now, let's say I want to build or buy a birthday automation. I am going to go right here to design catalog, because I truly believe birthday automation is the first one you should do if you are nurturing your database. Come up here to filter and say automations only, and then type birthday and hit return. And now you're going to see all the different options that we have for birthday and half birthday cards. And I'm just going to scroll down through here and see. Let's pick, I was trying to pick one that had a birthday, and let's do this one, birthday and a half birthday, because I want to celebrate both. So I'm going to grab this one. I happen to already have this automation installed, but pretend that wasn't there. All I do is say install automation and activate. And yes, after I've added it to my account. And now it's working on installing it. And once it's installed, all I got to do is manage recipients and add people to the group. So if I go to manage recipients, notice this group has been created for me. So now if I go over to contacts and I find Gabriella, and she's right here, and I edit this contact and I go to groups, groups can be attached to automations so that they go automatically. So I am going to go down to the one that I just installed. It's got to be this one. It's not, because the automation isn't installed yet, the red isn't showing up over here, but you can see that this is tied to, so here I have a birthday automation already set up. If I click this box and I hit save, now if I go back over to automations, you're going to see if I come down to that CAM, because I always call my groups the same as my automations so that I know what I'm adding people to. And I go to manage recipients, look, Gabriella automatically got added. So if I had sent her this link, like I talked about before, and she filled it out, she automatically gets added into the birthday automation. She does it herself. She adds herself to my birthday automation. I don't do anything else, which is why I love Mailbox Power. Let's see. So favorites. Actually, let me go to saved projects, because you always need saved projects to create an automation from scratch. And this is how you get to your saved projects. Everything you ever send or edit will show up here. You can build favorites folders. So when you're in the design catalog, you're going to see that there's a favorites button. You can come through here and, like, I've favorited 4 birthday cards and they're here so I can find them. So when you go through the design catalog and you find 4 or 5 cards and you're not sure which one you want to use, hit the favorites button and put it in a folder so that it's easy to find later, because we add new designs all the time. And today it might be on page 1 and tomorrow it might be on page 10 or 11 of our design catalog. The next one is product categories. We send way more than cards and postcards, as most of you are probably aware. We have drinkware, we have gourmet food, we have laser engraved. Let me show you our laser engraved, because we have some really nice laser engraved products. You can also come up here and switch the category. So if I wanted to go to gourmet food, we have all different types of gourmet food, and notice that you can put whatever you want on the label. That's the other reason why I like Mailbox Power, is that you can put whatever you want on the label. We want to make you the hero, not us. You'd have to be a detective to figure out, or your client would have to be a detective to figure out where it came from, who did the fulfillment of it, because it will look like it came directly from you. We have a couple things that I want to point out. One is Mailbox University. If you remember, I said birthdays are #1 priority, in my opinion, to celebrate and to put in the system. The One Birthday Away Challenge teaches you how to build birthday automations. It also teaches you how to put people in it. And so it essentially teaches you how to use the system. So if you take the One Birthday Away challenge, you pretty much will learn how to use Mailbox Power. If you are in the real estate or insurance space, this is where you get to our master classes where people from your industry who are using Mailbox Power and have had great success share their success stories and how they use Mailbox Power, or it is a certified trainer showing you how to use the system. The last thing is the post. If you are not currently a member of the post, as you can see, I am, it will prompt you to create a post account. Please go do that. That's how we communicate with our customers so that it doesn't get lost in Facebook. Because of Facebook algorithms, we don't see everything that somebody posts in a group. And we want one place where you can go to find all of the information. There are also communities in here for insurance, real estate, network marketing, things like that, that only people from your industry will be in that group, and you can share ideas. Help and support, other than over here on the right, is right here on the left. So if you want to watch video tutorials or you want to search our facts and find out the size of the images you need on cards, if you're creating your own, this is where you would go. So with that, thank you for attending Mailbox Power 101, and we look forward to helping you be successful with the system.